The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, January 10th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and legal in 40 different states. Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use the promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by the SGPN NFL Playoff Challenge, sponsored by Edge Boost. It's free to enter, and $20,000 in Edge Boost deposit bonuses is up for grabs. Enter today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/NFL playoff. Once again, that's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/NFL playoff.
This is Dan Dickow, and you are listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, January 10th. Oh boy, we had great games today. Didn't have the greatest night. 8-8. Did win some money on a DFS lineup, a couple of them. But not the greatest night, but a great night for college hoops. And look, no matter what, that's always like, there was a point where I was just like, what a fucking college basketball is the fucking best. I was watching a couple games, bouncing around. It's the fucking best. It's the fucking best. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh boy, there were some fire games. There were some tough beats against me. Some lucky covers that I want to talk about. But first, I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, which you should be subscribed to, host of the Ryan and Rush Show, which you should be subscribed to. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Monelon Mac. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. Well, I guess kind of good. Great night. Picking games, gambling, locks was flowing for me. But of course, I lost to one that I really wanted to win personally. But hey, good night in hoops. Number 1 and number 2 go down. College basketball's back. Conference play, baby.
Yeah, unbelievable night. We also do have the great Noah Bieniek behind the scenes tonight. Haven't even had a chance to really. I just signed online and haven't really had a chance to ask about maybe if he got pepper sprayed last night. But want to congratulate the great Noah Bieniek. He's wearing his Michigan hat. National champs. Noah, show yourself.
Bieniek.
How's it going, guys? How we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm having a Bloody Mary at night just because I like to fucking break rules. Let's go.
Yeah,
how you doing, buddy? Tell me about last night.
Are you sober yet?
Yeah, it was a fun night. Yeah, I slept until about 5 today, but I was up till about 7 in the morning. Drinks were flowing through the game, after the game, definitely. Snow was falling, but there was also more snow that I had seen like in my lifetime yesterday. We were having a lot of fun.
Wait, the most snow you've ever seen in your lifetime yesterday?
Yeah, you can take a double entendre there.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, how you doing?
How we doing? No, I'm just kidding. But
No, you don't need to say that. Look, we're talking about
First-
snow.
first time in my
Fucking
lifetime-
James Bond over here. Snowfall.
first time in
Mission
my
Impossible?
lifetime, a national championship for Michigan. But honestly, like the last, I needed to. I went back to the Michigan team preview that we did in the summer in July. And I was like, did I have a good call here? Did I call for the Michigan national championship? It turns out that Colby made me pussy out of it because we were sold in Penn State being good this year.
I
So,
did
like,
think Penn State was going to be good.
Losing at Penn State, I was like, you know what? I can buy into the narrative. We'll take the loss of Penn State. We'll win 1,000 as a program against Ohio State. We can still have a chance to get in the playoff. But if we're capable of losing at Penn State, like I didn't think we were going to beat Georgia. Turns out Georgia was in the playoff this year. We beat Alabama, who beat Georgia. So don't give me that shit that Georgia would have beaten Michigan. And also don't give me the shit that the refs fucking took that game from Washington because, in my opinion, Michigan ran all over them in the first quarter and took their soul away from them. Like
Michigan was the better team. I think the refs did a bad job. I did, but Michigan was the better team. And,
100%.
Yeah, there's no arguing that.
Once again, I was like, first half, why is this so fucking close? Just like Alabama, like I was nervous there, but third and fourth quarter. Again, like it was just like, holy shit, we're actually gonna do this. And going back to what I was originally saying with, I had to go and listen to see if I had a good take, but really it was just the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan hasn't had a championship since 2008. Like this was a really good moment for the state, and also just this could possibly be the best football weekend the state's had this century so far. If the Lions could just win a playoff game this Sunday,
no, fuck
doing
that.
all of that in 1 week,
Yeah.
it's just a lot. Yeah, it's just a lot. But like,
you can disappear into the background now.
But yeah, I mean, we already got the merch going. Like my dad's super into like all the memorabilia and shit. Like our basement's filled with the stuff. It's old school. Colby's gonna love this. My dad went out and got newspapers.
Oh, there you
go. So if you're watching on YouTube.com/college experience,
shout out to that. It's the first newspaper someone's bought in Detroit in a long fucking time.
Exactly. So
I'm happy for you, Noah.
Thank you. So we got some newspapers that we're gonna frame, that I'm gonna frame when I get my own place soon.
And I do agree with Circle Jerk though. Like I think Michigan deserved to win that game.
There were a couple of weak calls.
I hate
I could totally
that call on the biggest call of the game because, in my opinion, what that does is that takes away the potential momentum for Washington.
I could totally acknowledge that there were some bad calls, but I also like Penix wasn't sharp. He missed a couple of wide open receivers that could have made this a game, but
I just believe in football or basketball, momentum is such a huge thing.
Yeah,
and Michigan was the better team yesterday, but they did fuck around and keep Washington in the game. And to me, if you let that not be a hold, because I don't think it was a hold, then it's a different game. They're down 7. They're at like the 30-yard line, whatever, your 40-yard line, whatever it was. And that's a huge play that they hadn't opened up on that defense all game. So would have momentum have changed? So I do see Washington fans being upset about that. And I think, yes, but I still think you still gave up 12 yards of fucking rush in the first half. You know what I mean?
And holy shit, I'm so happy for Donovan Edwards because that's my guy. Ooh. Like I was watching the game with a couple of high school buddies. They played against Donovan Edwards on the football field, and like that's cool. Like that's the biggest thing about like college sports is like most of these guys are from your state or whatever. Like we had like 3 or 4 guys. There was a guy from my high school on the Michigan team this year that won the national championship. Like it's fucking awesome. Like that. There's no better feeling. Like I want my team full of hometown guys. I like the hometown angle more than anything else. And sorry to the entire chat. There's 95 comments that I just missed in this 3 minutes talking about Michigan football. So I can't go through all of that. But if you're congratulating Michigan, thank you. I appreciate it. If you're telling me congrats as well, because I've gotten that as well. But if you're saying that Washington deserved to win that game, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Look, Michigan was the better team. I just wish the refs would have let that moment go.
I do too,
I
because
still
then we
think
would have
they
had.
win.
I wish the refs would have let it go, because then we would have had the most clean. Like I've seen other people talking about this. We didn't have no fucking Connor Stallions, and we weren't even like there was no shot. You're stealing signs after all the smoke that was happening the entire season.
I saw he was at a bar in Houston. Maybe
we were buying drinks for Stallions in Houston, and he was at the Rose Bowl front row. We saw pictures of that. Like no school with their head on straight is cheating after what had happened. During the middle of the season. So you beat Penn State in the heat of it. You also beat Maryland. You beat Ohio State. You beat Iowa.
Did you
beat
see what
Alabama's
one of Alabama's administrators said?
No, I have not paid attention.
No, he said like regarding the fuck. I need to have this in front of me right now. He said regarding the here. Let me see if I can quickly find this. But Mac, what'd you think of the game?
What, Michigan and Washington?
Yeah.
So me and Noah actually were talking about this. I think you were away. Kind of just looking at national championships versus semifinals with the lead up and the rest time. There's such a emphasis on coaching, and I think you talked about it too. Like once they got through Alabama, I thought Alabama was going to beat Michigan because of how much rest they had, and we know Saban's
and the distractions,
his record, and Saban had him ready to go. And Saban, made adjustments at half, and they were right there to steal that game. But as soon as they got through that, just like Georgia got through Ohio State last year, it kind of feels like on short rest, like talent takes over compared to like DeBauer, who could scheme up Texas, and fucking Sarkisian, who clearly had an advantage of running the ball, refused to run the ball because he scripts his first 40 plays. The dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And by the way, for the 130 comments that I've now missed from the chat, if anybody's asking me takes on if Harbaugh's coming back, if JJ's coming back, if all this is happening, I actually think both of them are coming back. They're going for the repeat, but I don't think this team next year is going to be like quite as like, senior led as this year's team. Like I thought this was
you guys also
team.
have a real schedule next year too.
Oh, for sure. But I can't wait till Colby is going to preach about that.
Let's not talk about
this year's team.
Let's talk about how last year's Georgia team had the easiest schedule in the nation. This year's Michigan team had the easiest schedule in the nation. I find it ironic that they both won the national championship. The Alabama official, this is, I think Brett McMurphy said this here. This is according to an Alabama official at the Rose Bowl who told him this. Look, everyone, and I mean everyone, is stealing signs. Michigan was not the only school doing this. Kansas basketball cheats more than anyone.
Oh yes,
and they didn't do anything to Kansas. The only pure thing left in college athletics is Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt sucks. That's where college athletics is in 2024. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, or you are Vanderbilt.
Yes, I did see that. It's just an unnecessary shot at Vanderbilt, your own conference friend or foe. But like to take the shot at Kansas basketball because you couldn't find another shot to take, because Texas and Oklahoma are the biggest two targets in that conference, and they're both coming to yours. So you have to like take a step down. Kansas basketball was the next highest one.
Now you know what we got to root for. We want Kansas Bama in the NCAA tournament.
No, I'm already hearing Michigan State basketball national championship is the next thing.
Did you hear Izzo's comments too? Fuck. We need to clip
hilarious
that for tomorrow. Clip that for tomorrow.
I can pull it up if you give me like 5 minutes while we're recapping all.
Do it.
Because that's fucking funny too.
Izzo's great.
All right, folks. Let's start recapping. I forgot where we are. Hey, there's a college basketball show. Hey, we talk Kansas college basketball. They're cheating apparently, and they didn't even get in trouble for it. Unbelievable.
Shocker.
What a world. What a world. Folks, before we get into recapping every game, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Yes, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help, make the playoffs electrifying, so to speak. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Yes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the promo code SGP. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the promo code SGP. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8 HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. in Connecticut. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility, deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Did I catch a niner in there?
Yeah. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Look, buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. Game Time is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater that is near you. With killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll be having at that very event. So what are you doing, folks? Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. It's absolutely perfect for the rest of the college basketball season and perfect for the NFL playoffs. Download the Game Time app today. Create an account. Redeeming code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Once again, terms apply. Create that account. CFBX for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, and I will shout out. Guess who made an appearance? Guess who made an appearance? Fuck. What did I do with this? Remember that guy I shit on? I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, fucking douchebag.
He did leave us a comment. Damn it, I can't find it now.
While you're finding it, I'll just tell you, like, that Tom Izzo video, by the way, is 2 minutes long, so it's gonna be tough for me to figure out.
Nah, it's good. It's good. We'll figure it out.
About it.
Forget about it. Oh fuck, I fucked this up. Anyway. He left me a comment on our YouTube page, and it was great. He was shitting on us. It was my favorite comment and I just responded with just laughing because he said that I am a failed actor. First off, from the start, he said it's the same fucking
Call
guy.
a comedian and an actor. You'll just get the response that Colby's going to get.
I've never taken one fucking acting class in my fucking life, bitch. All right. Let me tell you that from the start. All right. Now, if you want to say failed writer, failed comedian, well, I mean, somewhat. Define failed. You know what I mean? But actor, you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All right. And the only reason why I acted is because someone said, hey, here's a bunch of money. I never been to one theater fucking class. All right. So please, if you're going to be talking shit, which I like talking shit, be fucking accurate with your shit talking. All right. You piece of shit. All right. Anyway, what's going on here? Anyway, shout out to those actors out there though. We love you too. All right.
Oh yeah.
If you're good, well, actually, if you're really shitty too. I've known to throw on a Seagal flick in the middle of the night. Anyway, let's recap. It was great. I wish I had the comment in front of me. I had it. I don't know what I did with it. I'll find it.
Is that the one you said you stick it in his mother? Is that the one?
No. That was another guy.
Oh,
this is the one before that. Oh, yeah. And he left a nice comment calling me a failed actor, which is actually not true because like I said, for a guy that's never been to acting school, I've been paid to act. So I would say that's a success story in my mind.
Fake news. Right?
Yeah. That's a success story. I don't care if it was minimal money. I got paid. I've never once took one fucking class and boom, there we go. Fuck you, dude. What are you doing at home? You piece of shit. Driving a fucking dump truck, you fucking loser. You know what I mean?
I did get a kick out of one comment that said, come on, Moneyline Mac, we need to go 49-1 like I said last Saturday. Hey, I didn't go 49-1 today. 14-7 ain't bad though.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
I love this. You don't please keep it coming. Hey asshole, I can't remember your name right now because I can't find the comment. Keep it coming.
He probably deleted it in your virtual background.
He might have deleted it because this happened tonight and I just responded with right, and then it's not there right now. Like it would be one of the first comments there because this happened like 3 hours ago.
Oh, that's so.
So he
pathetic.
must have deleted it. But anyway, appreciate you. You know, Harrison Ford wasn't an actor either.
Yeah.
He was a fucking guy working on the set of American Graffiti, just building shit. And George Lucas was directing that thing, and he said, "Wait, you got a good look, dude, and this actor didn't show up, so you can be in the movie. You know, hop in this movie." And guess what? He's the highest fucking grossing actor of all time. Not an actor though. Fuck you. All right. I'll take my chances. Columbia. Dude, you got so fucking lucky on this fucking.
I did.
Oh my God. This was a 3-point game with a minute and 30 seconds left. Columbia 79, Cornell 91. I did not bet this. I did take Columbia, and this was a brutal beat. If you had bet Columbia, first off, Cornell got their first double-digit lead of the game. I want to say at like the 3-minute mark, but then Columbia made like 2 straight shots to cut it down to like 4. I feel like maybe 5, and then Cornell. I mean, this thing was looking for sure like a very tight game, and somehow, some way. Here's your music, buddy. But what'd you make of this game?
I like Cornell actually. I think they're pretty good, but yeah, they Columbia was actually way better than I thought they were tonight. They hung in there, like you said. That was the right side. I got lucky, so I will. I acknowledge when I'm lucky. So I got a gift here.
What's up, Noah?
There's a new YouTube nickname that I think you guys need to see with the avatar. Old Rebecca backseat LeBaron, and it is
nice picture.
Fucking funny picture.
Look, after last night, what happened with the LeBaron last night?
It was like raining all night, and the operator of said LeBaron had a couple of drinks, so it would have been quite dangerous had the LeBaron traversed its way back to headquarters, and I did my normal job. So I pulled a Juwan Howard. I let you guys have it yesterday, and I'm back like normal today.
It's good to see you, man.
Noah,
Good to see you too, Mac. Thanks.
Noah, you know what's not good to see? The Buffalo Bulls basketball. All right.
No,
Miami 86. Buffalo 65. I know we should have bet this, man. Damn it.
I ended up betting Buffalo. Not a lot, but I did. That was one of my losses tonight. Buffalo, and I go, I might have to be done with them till next game.
I bet the Red Hawks. That's good.
I know. I checked your picks page. I said, let's see what the LeBaron was freaking spitting out at 3:00 drunk, talking about Harbaugh's khakis in the national championship.
The cocktail napkin calculated that before anything happened during the night.
I did notice you had your picks out extra early. I was like, God damn, this guy's ready to fucking
I was
get fucked
prepared.
up tonight.
Yeah, I was prepared if it was gonna go on.
I go, kudos, nice.
Buffalo's horrible, dude.
They're terrible.
You can't take them again. You can't take them again. I mean, we can, but
there's teams you can take teams against. Like we always say, you can't take them, and then they're fucking playing like Central Michigan. It's like, oh, actually, we might need to take them here.
We were spot on here, and people were messaging or commenting in the chat saying we were fucking idiots for this play. I don't know if you caught that. I don't know if you caught that.
First 5 minute overreaction game. I hate those idiots.
Iowa State 57, Houston 53. You don't just walk into Ames. People tell me there's a snowstorm. No one's going to show up to the game. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Easy play. Money line. Boom. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. What'd you make of this one? This was a rock fight like we projected.
Dude, this is Big 12 basketball. Like everything. And I saw that narrative. They're like, they're not going to get to the game. I go, there's fucking crazy Cyclone fans. I've been there. I've played in that arena. It is hard as fuck to win in there. When you're number 2 in the country and you never played in an environment like that in the American, I knew Iowa State would find a way. They're good in that arena. And 57-53, I know you love that score. It was basketball was back. That was a great game.
Oh yeah. And I don't know where it was. Someone left it like they're going to lose by 30. Someone's like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Iowa
State's going to lose by 30. Well,
Come on, man.
It's not our
They're
first
not playing
rodeo,
West Virginia.
right? Not our first rodeo. Texas, Cincinnati. Ooh. You hit on this. I didn't bet this game, but as a Texas hater, it was tough to watch but this game was awesome.
Big time game.
74-73 Max Asmus. It's a game winner. Unfucking believable. The crowd was lit. It was just a great college basketball game. This is why college basketball is the best fucking sport. Let's go. All right. What'd you think of this game winner, man?
Like I said, another Big 12 game. I'm so pissed that West Virginia played during this game. So I didn't get as dialed in on those two games as I wanted to. Obviously, I was watching them, but I mean, Texas took every punch from Cincinnati. That crowd was unbelievable at Cincinnati. They had the stripe every other red, black for the Bearcats. They were ready for Texas, and I'll give Texas credit, man. They were about to go 0-2 in league play, and they nutted up on that final possession. Asmus makes a big shot. Dessou made big shots. Big win, Texas. I still hate you.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Yes. Huge win. They needed that one. They really needed that one. Man, we should have
on
had
Saturday.
I don't know about that.
I'm kidding.
I'll
talk myself into it between now and Saturday. Probably not. I probably won't bet it. I'll be at it, but I will not bet it. I'm done betting.
Bowling Green 83, Ohio 78. How about Bowling Green, man? Ohio sucks, by the way. I'm glad we didn't bet this because they suck. They really fucking suck. And then I lost $100 on Eastern Michigan. Hey, Noah.
Eastern Michigan sucks.
God damn this fucking state.
So I did listen to last night's show. I don't think Eastern Michigan's better than Michigan.
Well, not now. Is Central?
Close.
Is Central?
No way.
Is
No.
Central?
No.
Central's won 2 in a row.
Central jumped over Eastern, though. Like, I think Central has a win against at South Florida as well. I think Central's resume is better than Eastern's now.
These Michigan schools, not the Blue Bloods. Yeah. Oh my God. They're fucking between Detroit. I would love to know my record between Detroit. I actually think with EMU this year I'd been all right. Last year I was horrible.
Tally Site's got a new feature where, like, if we ever wanted to dive into it, we could actually find our records picking.
That's true.
Each of these teams.
I don't plan shit out. You know what I mean? I don't plan shit out. All right.
It takes some work to get into the back door on their system. So shout out to Tally Site. I like
my record with. I don't need that. My record with Detroit 2-14 because that's right.
Yeah, they covered against Ole Miss, right?
And NC State, they covered against NC
That's
State.
right. That's right.
Fucking should have won that game.
Unbelievable. Central Michigan and Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan are just a complete. I would love to know my combined record on the year.
Yeah.
Georgetown covers for us against Seton Hall. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We got messages on this one too. They said we were idiots.
Georgetown could have won this outright. I'm not going to say should have, but they could have because they had a 3-point lead with what? A minute and a half left with the ball. They couldn't get the ball up the fucking court, man. Hey, let's not have the white guy bring it up for Georgetown because he just was a fucking walking turnover the final fucking minute and a half. Seton Hall wins. Shout out to Shaheen Holloway because great fucking win there because you almost shit the bed here. You blew like a 16-point lead. Georgetown, if they could just get the ball, if they could just run an effective play, and I'm not even saying make the shot, miss the shot, but burn some fucking clock, they might win this game. Unbelievable outcome there. My wife was watching me curse the fucking TV at Georgetown, getting the ball up past half court. I was like, please, somebody come up, set a fucking pick. Somebody call timeout, Cooley. Call fucking timeout. We cover though. We get that cover.
Easy.
Unfucking believable that was a great game though. Great game to watch. I mean, if you're not betting on that was a very fun watch. Your thoughts on the game, man?
So I'm I'm the opposite of everyone because I know how hard it is to win on the road. It's like for Seton Hall to come off the week that they had, I thought they were going to lose the game. I thought it was a traditional letdown spot for 18 to 22-year-olds. I'm very impressed with Seton Hall to find a way, blow a 17-point lead, and still grind that out. Sheen Holloway's got some dogs on that team, man. That was big time win.
Yeah.
I know Georgetown sucks in the public eye, but they're getting better too. They got a good coach.
Yeah.
Ed Cooley knows how to fucking win games in the Big East. So good win, Seton Hall.
Let me ask you this: where did you get the Missouri number at? Because Missouri loses by 13 to Kentucky.
13.5.
Me too. Me too. Oh boy, I know.
It was the right side though.
Some people, it was the right side. Some people DM me being like, "Worst beat ever," and I'm just sitting there like, I just couldn't respond because I was like, I got 13.5, but hopefully you pushed if you did not get 13.5. But I know some people got 12.5, or I think 12 even. Man. This should have been the Kentucky, like Mizzou was the right side, but Kentucky definitely opened it up a little bit more towards the final end of the game there. Your thoughts on this one, man? Great win for Kentucky.
Yeah. Another thing, like this is a young team that was coming off their best win of the year against Florida on the road in the swamp. Find a way to win, find a way to get a win. They go to Texas A&M next. That's a good win for Kentucky. I know in the grand scheme, everybody's like Missouri sucks, but Missouri, they had to get that game. They came ready to play, and Kentucky took their punches. Good win, Kentucky.
Great win, Kentucky, and great win for Toledo. We didn't bet this. Kent State is just not nearly as good as they were a year ago. Big time win by the Rockets by 14 in Kent, Ohio, and then Rhode Island. We didn't bet this game, but how about, are the Rams turning a corner?
Yeah, they got a good coach, Archie Miller. Been there, done that in the A-10. We're seeing that these teams, Frank Martin, UMass, Fran Dunphy, LaSalle, Archie Miller. I mean, these teams are getting better with good coaches year two.
I picked both those games incorrectly, but didn't bet them. What you took? Did you take Kent? I know you took Davidson.
I took Davidson. Yeah. I took Kent. Yeah.
Shout out to Tommy B, who was at the Kent State game. It is so different seeing these teams in person. They are greatly improved. Toledo has multiple distance scores and are really gelling. True. Folks. And once again, youtube.com/the college experience. You can watch this. Yeah. What were you going to say, Mac?
I said West Virginia beat Toledo. So at least I have that. That was our last win.
Holding on to that.
I got that at least going for me. Yeah, Toledo's good. Toledo's a good team. They're going to be right there in the MAC again.
Speaking of MAC, Moneyline MAC locked up the Alabama Crimson Tide. I did not bet this game, but I definitely picked South Carolina. Woo! Good handicap, buddy. Good fucking handicap. What'd you make of this one?
They're so good at home at times. Like they just make shot after shot after shot. South Carolina, I know I'm a hater. They're going to be due for a little bit of regression. They're not as good as their 13-1 record, but you still give them credit. They've won the games they're supposed to win. It's not as bad as it seems, not as good as it seems. Great win, Alabama. Roll Tide, roll.
For what it's worth, I went back to the well with Roll Tide. After the game, apparently one of the South Carolina players was mouthing off. Like not mouthing off, but like Bama had caught wind that South Carolina had said, this is a different Gamecock team. Just wait until the SEC sees us. They're not going to be able to handle us. And then when Alabama opened it up in the second half, Nate Oates in the press conference was like, we caught wind of that. We're not an any old SEC team. And we'll see how the SEC holds up against them. That was pretty much his exact quote. It was kind of.
I mean, he's got a lot of nerve to talk. They've never been past the fucking Sweet 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've got back-to-back SEC.
They're not hiding murder weapons, all right, and fucking
letting these SEC players titles, play. Though. Like he's done at least something.
Regular season heroes. All right.
By the way, Missouri, South Carolina, we just touched on both. They play on Saturday in Columbia, Missouri. Yeah, Missouri.
He got to the Elite Eight too because they beat Michigan in the Sweet 16.
Are you sure?
Oh, that was the fucking COVID year. That don't even.
Yeah. Well, it's there. He did it, and also I wanted to mention this at least.
Wait,
sometime
the COVID year. Oh, with no fans
in
okay.
Indy.
Yeah.
It's fucking Syracuse. I want to black that year out.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention this during the Wednesday show. When Thursday's lines come out Wednesday afternoon, it's like the worst kept secret in Michigan right now. Everybody in the chat's like, Noah's way too happy right now. It sounds like Doug is not going to play against Maryland Thursday. So when that line opens up, Maryland minus whatever, Maryland's at home. Maryland is the play. Just hit that opener right away. You're going to get crazy good CLV, especially if it comes out that Doug's not playing Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon before the game.
When's the championship parade or when they honor the championship teams? That's Saturday? Okay, yeah. So we hammer Michigan on that day. The college football national champion, whenever they show up to the basketball game, when they get honored, they always win that day.
They're actually doing it. They're actually, because we're a northern school, when usually these southern schools win the college football championship, we're doing it in Chrysler Center. So I don't think there's a basketball game that day.
I got you.
Interesting. Let's get to it, buddy. This is the final time that I'm betting on West Virginia. Final time I'm betting on West Virginia.
I don't blame you.
They lose, by 14? Had a halftime lead, right? Wasn't it a halftime lead?
Yeah, we were up 2 and shit ourselves in the second half. We suck. K-State could win. I mean, found a way to win a Big 12 road game. We were desperate. You got to find a way to win that game. No excuse. I mean, it is what it is. 5-10, 0-2 in Big 12 play. I mean, we were 0-5 last year. The year before that, 0-4 to start. Can't start fast at all in these Big 12 games, so we suck. I won't be talking anybody into it. I'll probably take him against Texas just because it's at home, but I probably won't lock it. I'm not gonna be as adamant about it.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And
Shit
by the way,
sucks, man.
Michael Huffer. Yeah, Michael Huffer in the chat says Alabama never made an Elite Eight. That's what I'm saying.
Huffer's right. Alabama was on the path. UCLA beat Alabama. UCLA beat Michigan.
That's what I'm saying. I remember.
That's correct.
Reading that they've never ever in their history gone past the Sweet 16, which is fucking hilarious. For a team to cheat that bad. Yeah.
I do disagree with the Juice. They are going to win a Big 12 game. They're going to win multiple. Like they don't have their starting center right now, Jesse Edwards. They're not going 0-18. This isn't fucking Pitt. Pitt's the only one that goes fucking winless in the fucking Power 5. At least I don't get. But UCF twice. Come on.
Chad G says Sad Mac isn't as fun as Sad Noah. I will also say, Nate Oates coached high school basketball in the state of Michigan.
Well, that's why he's defending him.
There's a name.
Yeah.
If Jawan gets pushed out the door, Nate Oates, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's nothing like who wants Nate Oates to coach their team? Are you buying into this? I thought he was pretty arrogant last year, in my opinion. But hey, if you want a great regular season and a shitty postseason, give him a hire. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. Fuck you, Michigan. Fuck the state of Michigan, actually. All right. This one. So at halftime, Northern Illinois was up by 15 points against Western Michigan.
God.
I turned it off. I was rotating my, I'm not at the studio. Yeah. Wife's pregnant, so I have 3 or 4 TV set up, not the 10 TV setup. Turn it off. Well, we got this one in the bag because Western Michigan is complete ass. Well, then check back maybe 20 minutes later, and my first thoughts were, the fuck is that? Shit!
Unreal.
Fucking believable, man.
Fucking hate this fucking bullshit team.
Unfucking believable. Western Michigan 95, Northern Illinois 90. I hate these Michigan schools. I hate them all. Michigan State, I can bet. These other schools, Detroit, Oakland, Northern Illinois. I'm sorry, Northern Illinois. Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan, Western Michigan. Take a blowtorch off Noah. How much money do I got to pay you to take a blowtorch to him?
Blow it up.
All right.
Not much at all. Like I told you guys, like at the beginning of the year, it's just they're impossible.
This was
to
brutal.
get a read on.
This
Rocco
was
Miller,
absolutely fucking brutal. What's up?
Rocco Miller tweeted out, for the first time in 15 seasons, the Western Michigan Broncos have started the MAC conference play 3-0.
We have to fade them next game. We have to. This was the luckiest win. We said the previous two were lucky, and then they would pull this shit out. We have to fade them next game. Who is it? Buffalo?
I don't even understand how I'm looking at the stat sheet and it's like
It was.
I don't even understand how they lost.
Where is Western Michigan?
Like the only stats that favor
Western has a good wake up here. Ohio, Akron, Bowling Green, 3 in a row.
Yeah, lock Ohio on Saturday. Boom.
The only thing that stands out to me is that Northern Illinois had 32 fouls to 21. All right, that's all I'm saying. So the rest don't make a lot of sense if you dive into the stats there. Fuck the MAC. I told you I hate the MAC. However, I did get this game right, even though I didn't bet it. Ball State covers against Akron. The Zips still win 80-76. Akron's the best team in the MAC. We know that for sure, right?
Yeah, I would say so. They got the most talent, but I mean, we love conference play. Anything could happen. It really is a crapshoot. We'll talk about the number one team in the country here in a minute.
Well, to end the episode, we do what we normally do. We said, what is the best bet of the night? I said Rutgers against Indiana, and boom, 66-57. Scarlet Knights cover. Mawat Mag had a big game. I was watching this one. Indiana on the road. Easy cap, right?
And Rutgers at home. And I don't want to say just blindly take the home team in some of these games, but these teams that are desperate at home, they're going to cover 70% of the time. I mean, they're familiar with the arena, familiar with the rims, familiar with the basketballs. I don't know if people know, but they play with different basketballs. Spalding, Nike, I forget the other company. They're just familiar. Rawlings, yeah. There's another one too. Under Armour, I think. I don't know if Under Armour still has one. Wilson's the other one. But yeah, I mean, these teams are good at home. College kids like playing at home. So Rutgers needed this game. Indiana had won a primetime game that they had to have against Ohio State. Good win, Rutgers.
Yeah, and Mac brings up the ball thing, and
that's a real thing.
It's very, very true, and that's one of the biggest angles we have with the first half unders, is because whatever ball the NCAA chose to use or whatever, it's like one of the more slickest ones that I've heard, and everybody they hate it, but it's the NCAA tournament ball. So yeah,
also the nerves, yeah.
Yes, but I'm just saying, like it's a not a popular ball compared to what is used around the country. So Mac's point with the ball is very, very correct.
Yeah,
a lot of ball talk from Bieniek after winning the championship last night.
Hardball talking.
A lot of ball talk
there.
We start our spring practices usually on February 14th because we love football. I don't know if you saw that quote or not from my Twitter account, but Harbaugh is already planning spring practices in Ann Arbor. So next year.
Wait, but didn't he also say he's not going to answer the question at the same time?
No. So like he went on SVP after the press conference, and he was very chippy and very excited to start spring practice.
He's always chippy and fucking weird. That's Harbaugh.
Harbaugh's a dork, but he's our dork.
I hope you're right, but
then he's coach our Chargers.
Yeah. Okay. Now we enter the stinky line. Tonight was a great night to not dive into the stink. We spotted multiple lines yesterday that we thought, I don't even know if we were recording. Might have been pre-episode. That we thought the lines were stinky, right?
Yep.
And a perfect example was Eastern Michigan against Central Michigan. We thought, why is that low? Another one that we just were spot on with here, and you ended up betting this, was Florida State Wake Forest. And your Seminoles get that dub.
Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good. Some say we're great.
I didn't have the courage because I was like, man, Wake Forest is red hot right now. They won 9 in a row. I just don't think Florida State's going to be able to. I mean, I didn't bet this game, but I just thought I'd rather take Wake Forest, and I thought they were better. Good win for the Noles. 3 in a row for the Noles after we said Leonard Hamilton should retire. So shows what the fuck we know. But what'd you make of this one?
Yeah, so 3 in a row at home too. After they dropped the random Lipscomb game, don't sleep now. But the Seminoles are 3-1 in league play. Tricky spot though. They got South Bend. That might be a fade spot for them. We'll talk about Notre Dame here in a minute. Oh my God.
Jose in the chat says, "Is this live?" No,
I think it is.
Right? It's not live.
This is your conscience speaking.
Yale took care of Brown 80-70. I was on the right side of that. Didn't bet it. What'd you do here?
Probably took Brown just because I like Brown. The Brown guys.
Okay. The other stinky line. Well, there was a few more, but one that we called out pre-episode. Like I said, I'm not even sure if we were recording at this point, but VCU, George Mason. Oh my God. I put $100 on George Mason, and this one was painful because George Mason probably had the lead about 85% of the game, but they went 0 for 16 from 3. I couldn't help but think that that maybe these conspiracy theorists are right, that everything's fixed, because some of those threes were wide open, and I'm like, how are you this bad? Look, I get it. Some nights you're off, but 0 for 16 from 3. What the fuck? They also missed a bunch of key free throws down the stretch. Well, 2 front ends on 1-on-1s. I guess that's a bunch, but you can't be that fucking bad from 3. You can't be that fucking bad. And get this, they were 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Just all their misses were in the final 3 minutes. Brutal.
Sometimes it's hard to get up every single game though. Like, and VCU was as desperate as desperate. They lost 2 home games at the Siegel Center right here that they never lose. But George Mason's a better team. I'm with you 100%. If they play 10 times, they probably win 7. So I hope both these teams are really good at the same time again. I would love to see that rivalry ramp up again.
Remember back with Eric Maynard? Like, that used to be fucking. That was
when Tony Skinn
versus Eric Maynard. That was it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love those. I grew up during those days. This was the best.
A very, very good rivalry. Nichols took down Sela. Didn't bet this, but I was on the right side. This was the carryover game. They covered by a half a point. What'd you make of this one?
I didn't get much eyes on it. Back and forth game, like you said. I liked Southeast Louisiana because they had an extra day to prep, but I didn't have you don't know where these teams are at mentally.
Nathan in the chat says, I started thinking about rigging after George Mason. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying the game was rigged, but fuck, watching the fucking game, I felt like, how are they just blowing all these opportunities? It wasn't like VCU beat them. It was like George Mason was just like, here, have a win, just have a win. Also lost $100 on Oklahoma State. Well, what am I doing playing that music? I was trying to play this music.
Well, I don't get a brain man cold. But
did you see how that game started?
No, I think I watched it about probably 15 minutes in.
Oh, Oklahoma State punched him right in the mouth. I think it was like 20-10 or something. And then Texas Tech settled in and just dominated the rest of the game. Texas Tech's an NCAA tournament team. McCaslin's a hell of a coach, man.
He is. I love that hire when they landed him. But
he's a West Texas guy too. Yeah.
Shout out to the Red Raiders. And then we now this is the only one to me that we thought the line stunk that went the other way. And of course, we bet Loyola Chicago, and Richmond wins 58-56 in another rock fight in the A-10. I lost another $100 there.
We gave this one away. We should have won this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like Loyola was the better team. Once again, it was kind of like the Mason game. I mean, it was the Mason game. I think they were even more in control. George Mason was, but just not by much. Like they had the lead by 2. I felt like the whole game. Loyola, I feel like still kind of had the lead, but it was back and forth a little bit. But I still thought we were on the right side here. Didn't hit.
Yeah.
Lock battle win for you. And I lost another $100 on Colorado State, you pussies. As Boise State wins 65-58. Your thoughts as you win that battle, buddy?
Boise played well tonight. They made shots. It's going to be hard for me not to take them every time at home in these big games. They're so good at home.
What's up, Noah?
6-bid MWC, Mountain West. There's hope. 6 bids. Let's get it. Like, seriously, San Diego State, Utah State, Nevada, Boise State. That's the top of your standings right now. All 4 of those teams are without a loss. We're talking about Colorado State's currently 1-2 in the conference, and they had the best non-conference. New Mexico, 1-2. Everybody's picking them to the Final Four. They got to get into the NCAA tournament first. But this is so fun. This is a very fun league. Very legit conference. I can see 6 tournament teams out of the Mountain West right now.
Bracketology Bieniek over here.
The juice is cracking me up. And if you don't know what he's talking about, watch Boise State basketball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a great joke there.
There's a dude that looks like he's straight out of the movie Slapshot. So also like the Trevor Lawrence joke, like he looks like he's straight out of the movie Slapshot, which I've gotten that a couple of times. Like I'm straight out of the movie
I'm just
Slapshot.
impressed that you've seen fucking Slapshot. You ever have a conversation with Noah?
Yeah.
Noah's watched like one film in his life. It's like talking Ace Ventura, and he's like, "What's Ace Ventura?" It's like, what?
I don't watch movies.
About?
I just watch sports. You know. Like,
hey, no, I think we're due for some bracketology. By the way, I think
we are.
I need to. Yeah,
we are.
So
we got to find an open date where there's not as much action going on. You can't find a college basketball day without any. But yeah, we're due.
The next one to piss on my face was Texas A&M. What the fuck, man? This was a 2-point game with what? 3.5, 4?
Yeah.
Left?
This is the concern about going against Auburn, though, in that, and we talked about it. We're like, it's a great spot for A&M. They won their last year. We think it's going to be a rock fight to the end. It was, but Auburn just keeps finding a way, man, especially in that arena. Great game.
This was brutal. This was the right side.
It was the right side.
A&M was the right side.
Absolutely.
And dude, it was a tough night for me, man. I went 8-8 overall. Got my ass kicked though. And I made up for it late, but some of those beats, man, between Mason, the fucking Northern Illinois game, and then this one, and then I also had some action on Georgetown money line. I felt like someone took a blowtorch to my fucking face today. Anyway, what's up, Noah?
I had to pull out a prop for you, Colby. Jersey.
There we go.
The Hanson jersey.
There we go. See what happens?
Became such a joke that I look like him. Like my family got me a jersey for me.
So here's the thing, costume. Dude. That means when you watch Ace Ventura, you're gonna buy a Ray Finkel jersey.
All right.
The chat will get it. You won't. Okay. But
I'll make sure to get around to it eventually. Like when there's.
Bieniek is a man, right? Einhorn is a man. BYU and Baylor played, and thankfully they played because I was getting my ass kicked at this point. Whew. Needed some good fortune. Baylor 81, BYU 72. BYU played tough too.
BYU was desperate.
We got that hit though. We got that hit. I needed that so bad after the other ones. I was like, come on, what the fuck's going on? We both locked up Baylor. That cashed. Your thoughts on the game, man?
Yeah, it's it was back and forth. BYU came to play. Mark Pope had those guys ready to go. They got embarrassed at their arena, prime time Saturday night. But BYU, this is why you can't lose home games in this fucking league. Because all of a sudden you got to go to Baylor and you're sharing 0-2. Baylor's good, man. Baylor's good. BYU's good. Who does BYU got next, by the way? They're at UCF, so they have to get that game.
They'll get
They'll get that game. It's a long trip. It's a long trip, man. We'll see.
That place don't get packed.
No, but it could have turned into the Boston College of the Big 12.
Fair.
We'll see it tomorrow. They got Kansas. I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I thought about betting this game yesterday, and I feel like you didn't convince me on betting it, so we didn't bet it. It was open to be convinced. Like I was very open to betting this. Duke 75, Pitt 53. Ah, fuck, man.
At least they suck. At least I can just laugh at them. I'm coming off now near
Duke was
loss.
up 28 points at half or some shit. It was insane.
Pitt's
fell
awful.
asleep.
Pitt's awful. It's embarrassing we lost to them. But yeah, Pitt's a one-hit wonder from last year. Just like I said, they sucked last year. They got lucky as hell. But I mean, they're not good this year. They don't play any defense at all. They don't guard anybody.
Duke plays them again in 48 hours. I feel like something crazy.
They're gonna
72
kill them
hours.
again.
Yeah,
Gonna kill them again. Let's go Duke. People sucks against Duke, by the way. He shits himself every time he plays Duke.
Then we had this one, which I rode with you. I just didn't bet it. You bet it. Fred Hoiberg, the mayor in Nebraska. Bryce Williams played. He almost had a triple double. Nebraska 88, Purdue 72, and I think this is, dude. It has been since Eric fucking Piatowski, since Nebraska went to the NCAA tournament. That's like 93 or 94, right?
No, Tim Miles went once.
No, I thought they lost in the.
They went one time.
You're sure?
Second,
no,
yeah.
check that because I thought they had the biggest drought.
Yeah, no, second year they lost in the first round, but dude, the Magic's there. I mean, that's turning into Iowa State slowly with the mayor. I mean, that home court was on fire tonight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that was always there.
Yes.
For football, it used to be one of the hardest places to win. But when they were really doing it before they decided to ditch the triple option like a bunch of fucking idiots.
I mean, this is a fan. They're a passionate fan base. They literally had 90,000 show up to a volleyball game. So, they'll show up if your team's good. First half, he was on fire. He started out slow the second half, but it was a fucking.
Dude, he set the tone. He made those threes. I go, Linsanity, baby, let's go. I love that guy, dude. Tominaga, he's so fucking good. And then Hoiberg's son fucking makes shots too. My God.
Yeah. So wait, they went in 2014, right?
Yeah.
No.
Did they lose to Creighton? Did they lose to Creighton? I think they lost to Creighton.
I thought why did I think they went to the NIT that year? Maybe it was the last time they've won a tournament game was in the 90s. Anyway, someone do the homework on that shit for me.
But they got a good resume right now. They beat Sparty. They beat Purdue at home. I mean, they're stacking them up now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hunter, check the last time they won a NCAA tournament game. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. But yeah. Did they win in 98 or was that pre 98?
They lost to Baylor. Yeah, yep. And then Baylor beat Creighton.
Yeah. Nebraska's one of those ones, man. There's not, I've spent some time in Lincoln, Nebraska. There's nothing else to fucking do. I mean, everyone's nice as shit, but,
that's why we want their football to be good.
It should be good. Once again, it's a very simple formula, by the way. Well, them joining the Big Ten was stupid too, in a way. Yep. I know now that the Big Ten is going to be the only fucking conference making $1 trillion fucking every year. I mean, SEC will be making close to that until their next contract. But I still think Nebraska, when they were able to recruit Texas and LA and shit, and they just go back to hire Paul Johnson. Cashed in on this right here. Commodores. They're not cheating, but they're covering, goddammit, and it's beautiful. They lose by 8 at LSU. I did sprinkle. It wasn't as good of a payout as it could have been because I did sprinkle the money line. Your thoughts on this one as LSU looks to be, they could be sneaky this year.
Better. Yeah. Another team that's getting better. Vandy was desperate though. So you knew they were going to keep it close. That was their whole angle off the A&M win. So yeah. LSU 2-0 in SEC play.
Hunter York. Okay. Maybe this is, so I'm all over the place. He says Nebraska's 0-7 in NCAA tournament games. Wow. That's insane. That's a great fucking trivia nugget right there.
Yeah.
What's up, Noah?
Jalen Cook, the X factor of this LSU team. We talked about it. Like, he's back, or not back, but he's like in a groove now, I guess. He's got a couple of games under his belt. Today, 28 points. He had 4 rebounds and assists. But I mean, this is a guy that averaged 20 a game at Tulane, like in Louisiana last year. So, like, still comfortable with the area. Like, he's getting going. It was Vanderbilt, but if LSU is able to knock off the bottom half of the SEC, that's able to climb themselves into maybe an arguable tournament resume. It's interesting. Like, he's the X factor of this team.
Yeah. I agree with Hunter. LSU's going to sneak up on some SEC teams. They're going to sneak up on some. So I didn't bet this game, but I did take RuPaul plus 15.5 against Michael Crichton. Yeah, Michael Crichton drilled him by 26. Your thoughts on RuPaul's performance?
I almost locked Creighton. I probably should have, but RuPaul's fucking god awful.
How did they almost beat Georgetown the other night in DC? Yeah. Then Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. I did not bet this. I think you did, right? I think you actually were convincing me, and I just forgot about it. But
they got another lead like they did on Saturday, and they just completely collapsed again. I mean, they were up like 8 or 9 in the first half, and then boom, collapsed. How about Notre Dame? Shrewsbury.
Yeah, what the hell's happening here?
Dude, he can coach. He's a good coach.
He is.
They should have beat Duke. I mean, they were right there to beat Duke and NC State.
Wyoming got drilled by Utah State. Danny Sprinkle.
Yep.
Also, glad you talked me off betting Nevada because Air Force covered by 1 point. As Nevada wins by 13 against the Falcons. And then I close the night off with a couple bangers because the UNLV running Rebels. I talked you into this one. You joined me on this one, right?
I thought I didn't do it.
Sandbagging son of a bitch.
Should have.
Tried to give you some free Mountain West money.
Should have done it. Should have done it.
UNLV is going to be a tough out for everybody. Like, some nights they suck, but on the right night they're capable of beating any team in the Mountain West. And then San Jose State plus 10.5 gets it done against the Aztecs. We both locked that one up. Let's go. All in all, I went 8-8, and it's a frustrating night in my opinion. I was frustrated, very frustrated. You had a great night though, right? What was your record?
14-7. Good night. Good night.
There you go.
Other than West Virginia.
Shout out Hunter York. He's dropping a couple of good nuggets in the show today. He says Utah State, now with the Houston loss, their first loss of the season, the Aggies have the longest winning streak in the nation right now.
Which means we bet against him next game.
Unless they're at home. When they're at home, that is a fucking tough place to win at.
The racism.
Yeah. Let's get to the action though. Folks, tomorrow's card is fun. A ton of fun. And but before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that is US based and legal in 40 different states. They have P2P social betting, and it's a brand new way and better way to bet, really. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, or other events with verifiable outcomes. Plus tons of fun social features that give you a feel of of like a betting social network. Cut offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. Create your own bets. You can do all this good shit over there. You got to check it out. Cut handles the payment side of things too, so you never got to chase down old old Todd in the fucking alley over there, wait for him to come out of the pizza parlor, beat his ass. You don't have to do that. All right. Look, Cut's going to handle all that. Social features equal group chats, betting leaderboards, head-to-head history, user profiles, fan groups, and much, much more. So what are you doing, folks? Check out Cut. All right. And we're also brought to you by Cut. All right. Cut is a look right now. If you head to cut.com, that's KUTT, and use the promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus, that's what you'll get. All right. Check out Cut. All right. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, NBA, NHL, college football, and college hoops. You better believe it. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. Noah?
Yeah,
what up,
so
buddy?
The one that I love the most here today, this line is just off. Boo Buie. I'm taking him to get higher than 4 assists tomorrow. He's hit this in 7 of Northwestern's last 9 games. Penn State's defense is allowing, or is the 276th worst in allowing assists on field goals made. So, I mean, a team that in the nation really bad at, just defensively breaking down and allowing open baskets to be made. Give me Boo Buie to be able to facilitate some open baskets for Northwestern. We'll see if they're able to parlay that into a W against Penn State, because I do think it's a tricky spot coming off the Michigan State win for Northwestern, but also Penn State coming off of the Michigan win. So I thought it was good enough to, the trends here, the matchups here. I think this is a great pick. I think the line's off. Boo Buie, higher than 4 assists.
I like it. What do you think about Ace Baldwin? 19.5 points, rebounds, assist, higher.
I mean, he's kind of he's strung together a couple of good games in a row here. He had a slow start to the beginning.
It's gonna be a fun matchup.
I'm putting 50 American to make 150. Let's go.
What was the number on Ace?
19.5 for points, rebounds, assists combined.
So he had an awesome game against Michigan. Kind of a dud against Michigan State. He was also in foul trouble. Or no, he only just had 24 minutes against Michigan State. But 32 minutes against Ryder in his third to last game. He had 20 on the stat combo. So it's really close with the PRA for Ace. But I see what you're looking at. Last game he went off against Michigan. So,
folks, Underdog Fantasy offers is better than any other. I've never seen anyone cover it as well when it comes to college athletics. So what are you doing? Watch along, make picks, and make some extra cash on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And when you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN, and Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. Once again, that's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back, and we have a 9 a.m. game to start things off. Oh boy. The Phoenix has risen. They've been a covering machine for me. Yes, I am referring to the current 9-8 Green Bay Phoenix as they head to the Farmers Market. Yes, the Indiana Farmers Market Coliseum, where IUPUI won the last matchup by 15 fucking points. Green Bay is laying 8.5 points. I will lay 8.5 points with the Phoenix. What are you doing here?
I struggle with this game. I kind of want to take Green Bay,
too.
But it's a home dog, man.
No one's gonna be at this shit, especially at the time it's being played.
Nobody but maybe some elementary kids.
Yeah, you want some fresh produce? You're gonna go.
If I remember correctly, though, they played last year at noon when Uwe Pui got them.
But that was a different coach. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is a different team. Yeah.
I think they had the elementary kids. I'm on Uwe Pui. Give me Uwe Pui. Let's go.
Buddy, you clearly don't know.
I like the Phoenix. I think they win by 5.
Let me tell you, the fans are going to be picking fucking heirloom tomatoes. All right. They're not going to be watching the fucking game. They're going to be looking for Asian fucking pears. Where are those Asian pears? They're not going to be able to get all that shit. All right, they're not there for the fucking game. This is an easy spot.
Spinal.
I mean, the line's a little bit. Like I said, at 7, I felt a lot better. But
actually, wait, they're off the loss to Oakland. I'm gonna Benedict.
Oh,
I kind of agree with you. Green Bay here.
Phoenix, baby, let's go.
I came around.
Next up, we are going to West Point. Actually, I don't have a line on this. Do you have a line on this game right now? Loyola Maryland at
4.5.
Army. Chat, can you confirm 4.5? Can you confirm 4.5? In the meantime, IPFW is catching 4.5 at the Ice House, or the Ice Box, right? They call it the Ice Box, against Youngstown State.
You know what to do.
Give me Youngstown minus 4.5. What are you doing here?
Lock. Youngstown. Youngstown's been playing like shit. They looked ahead against Ooey Pooey. Youngstown's going to drill them here. Let's go.
All right.
Youngstown's better. Line's telling you.
Let's go. Let's go. Nobody goes into the ice chest and gets a dub. Army is laying 4.5 against Loyola Maryland. Nope. Give me Loyola Maryland. What are you doing here?
Yeah, give me Army. No lock.
The Providence Friars are heading to, is this Queens or is this Madison Square Garden, MSG, to take on Slick Rick Pitino. The Red Storm are laying 7.5.
That I kind of like Providence because
I do too. I think St. John's will win, but Providence is going to cover. Give me the 7.5 with Providence.
But I think this is a perfect line. Like I'm on Providence.
Yeah, I see it like give me like a, I don't know, 77-72 final, something like that. Northwestern, the game we were just talking about, Boo Booey taking on Ace Baldwin. Northwestern's laying 1.5 in State College. Give me Penn State. What are you doing here?
Both off a big win. Northwestern just beat Sparty. Penn State just beat Michigan. I think we got to fade the Northwestern win, don't we?
Ace Baldwin going to lock down Bowie a little bit.
Should we lock it? I think we should lock it, man. I think Penn State's getting better.
Let's go.
Big Ten home teams.
It was on my list of potential lock games.
Yeah. Penn State. Lock it up, baby.
Mercer is catching 4.5 at Wofford. The stink. Is this accurate to the line? I know both are 8 and 7 at Jerry Richardson Indoor Stadium. This guy's got his name over every fucking thing. But give me Mercer in the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take Mercer. Wofford played good the other day when they backdoor covered.
There's some nice SoCon matchups. This and then Western Carolina laying 1.5 in Johnson City, Tennessee, taking on the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State. Noah, I see you're here. I was thinking of taking East Tennessee State to win this game. I'm curious what side you're on here, buddy.
I'm on the Catamounts, locking up Western Carolina. The cocktail napkin thinks the wrong team's favorite. What are we picking this game at?
1.5.
And the Bucs
Carolina's favorite by 1.5.
Damn it. It's moved. I wasn't listening to the line you picked it at.
I got a lock here.
Damn.
Tell me it's East Tennessee State, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Buccaneers.
I thought East Tennessee State coming into it. It was on my list.
Yeah, off the Greensboro loss, Catamounts have won 6 in a row. I'd like the Catamounts, but I like ETSU in the spot here.
Let's go. Like I said, I have my set in stone locks. I have the ones that are fringe.
Yeah.
ETSU is a fringe lock. All I needed was a little talking to, but Bieniek's on the Cats here.
I think I locked it up on the picks page like 3 hours ago when I was getting the Catamounts at plus money. I don't think I love it as much as I did then as I do now. So I'll pass for the show. Not one of my favorite ones that I'd like to give out right now.
All right. Then we will lock up the Buccaneers. Arr. Let's go. Getting 1.5 at home. The Citadel is catching 9.5 at Furman. Whew. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, is this saying that the Furman guys will be back?
As far as I know, what Marcus Foster is a game time decision, I believe. What?
Kind of feels like a Furman smash spot here.
I'm still taking the points.
I'll lay it with Furman. It might be a
little brother angle.
Fringe lock. I may lock this on the picks page. They've lost 3 in a row. They're back home. Yeah, I'm going back to back. Let's go. Furman, ETSU, UConn, home team.
Some Mac special here.
Back at home. Get out of the way, Citadel.
For what it's worth, the Furman guys did play last game against Chattanooga where they lost by 15.
Oh, it's good. Second game back, baby. No, they didn't all play. I thought one of them didn't play, but it was sandwiched with the 1,000 games on Saturday.
Marcus Foster didn't play. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well.
There we go.
Sorry.
There we go. We're into the matrix now. We're only picking winners from here out. Navy's laying 3.5 at Holy Cross. I will go there. This is on my fringe lock page. And I'm talking midshipman.
Yeah, I like the midshipman too, but you gotta lay points at them on the road.
I would only do that against maybe 3 or 4 teams, and one of them is Holy Cross.
I'm staying away, man. I'm staying away. This line kind of stinks, to be honest.
Do I need to remind you that the last time they played, Navy won by 18?
Yeah, it still stinks. So,
all right, Noah, you can talk me into this, man. It's on the fringe lock list here. No, he's out. You know what?
That's what he did back there.
Sometimes you dive solo, man. Fuck this. I trust the
There
process.
you go.
Holy Cross ain't got no fucking players. All right. Trust the culture of Navy. Trust that culture. Lay it. 3.5. The Raiders of Wright State are laying 5.5 in wherever the Moon Township, wherever the fuck it is, against Robert Morris. I'm on this Wright State team. I'm down to bet Wright State as well.
Yeah,
they're a factory right now.
Finally. I mean, we've been waiting all year, but I like him here. But it is on the road. But yeah, let's bet him. Let's go. I like it. Yeah, Robert Morris, better team.
Look, we took ETSU.
Robert Morris just beat Ooey Pooey by 50. Good bait spot.
It's good. Great letdown spot. Let's go. We got all these pirate names too. Tennessee's heading into Starkville. Mississippi State coming off the South Carolina loss. Tennessee just beat the piss out of who was that? Ole Miss.
The other Mississippi.
Hail State's winning this one. Give me Mississippi State.
Let's lock this, man. Short home dog against the top 5
Both
team.
teams can do a rock fight here. The cowbells will be rocking.
Mississippi State wins on the tip.
Hail State. Yep. LaSalle is catching 9.5 at UMass. No. It's too many fucking points. Lock Explorers plus 9.5. UMass is gonna win this game. 9.5 is too much. Too fucking much. What are you doing here, buddy?
UMass off a loss, but I do like Frank. I love both these. Obviously, I work for Frank. Give me. I'll lay it with UMass, but I think they pull away late. That's how I think they get there.
Cocktail napkin at UMass minus 14.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's got to be a lock battle then, right?
You pulling up numbers from the Marcus Camby days?
South Carolina 2017 days.
Year 2.
I know
Martin,
Frank Martin's doing a good job, but I wouldn't favor them by 14 over anybody in the fucking nation.
I mean, they've beaten a couple of teams by 14 this season.
LaSalle's covering. See you tomorrow, motherfucker. All right. UNC Asheville's catching 8.5 at High Point.
Oh, this line's high.
Asheville's hot right now, right?
Is High Point about to drill them? High Point's kind of a machine right now.
They have been.
Dude,
I guess Asheville did lose. Who did they lose to? They lost to someone. They lost to UAB in the middle, but they have won 5 of 6, including at Appalachian State and at the Blue Hose of Presbyterian. Give me the points.
I'll lay with High Point. I think this is telling us that High Point's going to drill them.
Lafayette is heading to Colgate. Colgate's laying 13.5 lock.
Don't overthink it.
Lock.
I'll join you. Lock that. Lafayette's
System play. Lay the 13.5. Jacksonville State's heading to Virginia to take on the Flaming Libs of Liberty.
The Libs.
Lock. Lay the 10.5. Liberty's coming off a loss at Western Kentucky. They're gonna get it done. What are you doing here?
Yeah, actually, I really love this one. They're coming off the Western Kentucky game, like you said. Jacksonville State is won 5 in a row. Laying 10.5. Let's go. Lock up the Libs.
They're gonna win by 20. They're gonna win by 20.
Yeah. Yep. Back at home.
Go.
They haven't played at home in forever.
Yeah. Yep. GBO Farms, Tennessee fan, very upset with our Mississippi State play. See you at the if you wanna consult with us, we'll be at the winner's circle tomorrow. Chicago State is catching 1.5 at Fairleigh Dickinson. I expect this to be a Noah lock. Give me the Chicago State Cougs, but I'm terrified of this game. I am not betting this.
How are you terrified of this game? They're
the line.
Better team.
No.
This is personal for you.
You can't be afraid
of this.
You can't be afraid of a line.
Backing off this one.
Wrong
Are you
team
locking
favored.
this?
Yes. How
This
are you
is their
not?
7th straight road game.
Dude, they just play on all they do is play on the road. They've played 3 total home games.
23rd game of the year.
Yeah, they're
Fucking
running out of legs.
They played like 20 on the road. Them being on the road is not an excuse not to take them here. Come on.
No,
I'll battle you. Give me Fair Dick. Lock battle.
You're
Fair
battling
Dick.
me.
Why is Fair Dick favored here?
Because it's Chicago State. Like everybody remembers Chicago State from when they were ass. This is a different Chicago State team. Different Chicago State team. They beat UTEP.
We got a lock battle between Bieniek and the Chicago State Cougs. Moneyline Mac with Fair Dick.
Fair Dick.
This is Mac's reasoning right here. They've lost 5 in a row. They're favored. Why are they favored? Lock it up. No, Chicago State.
No, because this game is personal. I could see it in your eyes. This game meant something.
It's not personal. I don't hold anything against Fair Dick. Like I've already said that this year.
You are so pissed that Fair Dick cover against Merrimack.
The Cougs are a good team. They are.
They're all right. I like them. I was one of the first ones on the wagon, but this is a good fade spot.
I think it's a SWAC team all over again, unless they just don't have conference play where they can play similar opponents to them. So they're just completely just hammered into the ground, into the computers that they're a shit team when really they're not, and they're a covering machine. So I can't believe you fade them.
Tulsa is heading to
I watched him against Merrimack, man. I was impressed.
And I watched them against Illinois, and I was disappointed.
All right, stop this fucking shit. All right, look, Tulsa is heading to the Clits.
We should lock Tulsa.
I'm already on that. That was one of my. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait. That's not a battle. We're both on Tulsa.
Yeah.
Lock it up. Charlotte just knocked off FAU. Tulsa's getting 7.5. It's too many points. Let's go.
Court faith. Yep.
Let's go. Temple is laying 2.5 points at home. What a bunch of idiots against East Carolina.
This line's rising.
Free money. It's free money, folks. Plus 120. They're so much better than Temple. Temple is a phony ass fucking team. ECU's going up there and they're winning this fucking game. Sometimes ECU plays down to their competition, but they're still winning this fucking game because Temple hasn't been good since fucking Tim Perry. All right. What are you doing here?
I like Temple.
Battle, motherfucker. Battle me.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's give the people what they want. Give me Temple, baby. Give me the Philly. Give me the Philly home team.
Good
baby.
round, you're celebrating with your appetite. Bad round, you're using your appetite to forget about the round. I'll tell you something about appetite. It's a real fucking great thing to have.
It is a great thing to have, and that is why I challenge Bieniek. Battle me too. Battle me too.
Yeah, on the picks page, I did take Temple.
he doesn't lock anything.
Battle. You're gonna lose. You're both gonna eat shit. I cannot wait for this. Cannot wait for. This is just easy money. Plus 120. Let's go. Bucknell is heading to the red hot Lehigh Mountain Hawks that have won one straight. This is a rivalry game here. Yeah. Lehigh's laying 7.5. No. I feel like we should consider locking up the Bison of Bucknell, despite Lehigh winning by 16 the last time they played. This was a fringe lock potential of mine.
I don't know if I can lock this one. You want to lock Bucknell?
I just think this is a rivalry game, so I'd normally like taking the points in these shitty Patriot League rivalry games, but
yeah.
It's okay. We can back off.
I'll take the points.
Kansas is only laying 6.5 in Orlando against UCF. The stink.
This line fucking reeks. Do not bet Kansas. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell me the napkin has them as a 20-point favorite.
No, the napkin has the Golden Knights only a dog by 2.5. And I say the very Golden Knights, it's their first home Big 12 game ever in program history. The moon bounce, the bounce house, the whatever the fuck you want to call this place is going to be lit. Give me UCF. They might even win this one on the money line. Like, there's been some cracks, there's been some kinks in the armor in the Kansas armor. I think this place is going to be lit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to lock it.
I can't believe Bieniek just locked UCF. He usually likes the chalky plays.
Noah Bieniek locking up the very Golden Knights, getting
I love
6.5. I'm on Kansas.
I'm joining you, Noah. I like it, man. I think Kansas sandwich spot coming off TCU. The referees gave them the game. They got Oklahoma on deck. I like it. Let's go UCF.
That's true too. Yeah.
Let's go UCF. They're gonna lose by 3 because the referees will fuck them. They'll lead the whole game. Super Bowl spot.
I'll take Kansas. I think UCF is the team that doesn't belong in the Big 12 basketball league.
Kansas has never played there. I'm interested to see how they do there down there in Orlando. Bill Self out there getting a fucking tan. You don't know where this fucking Jayhawks minds are
at. St. Joe's is laying 4.5 at St. Louis. Lock. St. Joe's coming off the loss. They're going to fuck. Get Travis. Is Travis Ford fired yet? Didn't they find out that his son had like 30 burner accounts? He was arguing in behalf of his father. It's a good son you got there. Too bad the rest of your team doesn't play like your son does. All right. What's up, Mac? You gonna do it? Fucking lock the Billikens. I dare you. I fucking dare you.
Dude, I think the Billikens actually aren't that bad, and I think the St. Joseph team's overrated. Give me the Billikens. Lock it up. I think the Billikens win this.
Let's go.
Game. Let's go.
Bieniek, you want to battle me too here? I'm just going to steal all your fucking guys' money tomorrow.
I'm battling Mac. I'm locking up St. Joe's.
Billikens are going to win this fucking game.
No,
let's go.
They're terrible. They're horrible.
They're terrible.
We got a lock battle. Dundee, Bieniek riding with St. Joe's. Mac riding with them Billikens.
The Hawks are a hard team to get a gauge of because they really rely on the three ball. They shoot the fourth most threes. They shoot them at 36%.
Not an Elite Eight team.
60th in the country in that department. St. Louis, the defense is ass, like all over the board. I think if the Hawks are able to drain a three, they'll run away with this game.
St. Louis is 315th in the nation in offensive rebounding, 286th in rebounding, 302nd in assists. This team is just fucking ass anywhere you look. Travis Ford, he's going to be coaching at Southeast Missouri State next. All right. Because he should have been fired a while ago. And yeah, easy play. See you tomorrow.
Trust Billy,
Can't
trust
fucking
Billy
wait.
Lang? I don't trust Billy Lang.
Over any big game, and this is a big game for St. Louis, I'll never side on Travis Ford in a big game.
I like him here. Man. No pressure here.
Billy Lang won the Big Five this year. I think that earned some trust, at least.
Which means you fade him
when
he's your favorite on the road.
Northern Kentucky's catching 5.5 at Oakland. I couldn't be talked into this one too. I like NKU. I put this as a fringe one. Mac, what are you thinking here?
I went back and forth on this one. I love both these teams. Probably will take the points with Northern Kentucky, but Oakland, I mean, they're good at home. Noah?
Chat, can you get me the Winthrop Presbyterian line, please?
I don't know how good that home court advantage is this year. They got slaughtered against Purdue Fort Wayne at home earlier this year. So they beat Milwaukee. They beat Green Bay at home. Northern Kentucky's the class of the horizon, or they have been over the last half decade. This is a tough one for Oakland. I'm not going to say the cocktail napkin number here because I'm fading the cocktail napkin. Chat is all over me right now saying the cocktail napkin is just some fake thing. Like my lock record on the website's just not from it, you know? But I don't know. That's just not the game for Oakland, I don't think.
Winthrop is laying 6.5 at Presbyterian. The dog is live to win this game. The dog is live to win this game.
I like the Winthrop team though, but I'll take the points, but I'm not locking this.
I'm locking up though. You're not giving the Blue Hose their respect this year. I've noticed that. All right.
Yeah.
You've been hating on the Blue Hose.
Yeah.
I'm locking that. Take Presbyterian. Let's roll. Louisville's catching 16.5 at Miami, Florida.
Oh man.
Favorite lock of the night for me. This one's already climbing. Miami is not stopping.
I will lay the points too. I'm not locking it though. Not locking it, even though I feel like every Louisville game I should be locking. The Pitt game the other night we should have locked. We didn't.
Cocktail napkins got this one minus 21.5. You're getting at least 7 possessions.
And they're off the loss too.
Off the loss. Louisville,
but they're not going to play Poplar in this fucking game now.
No, but Louisville.
Remember this game last year was like a 7-point game.
Another thing is Norchad O'Meara is a game time decision.
Yeah, but Louisville has no interior defense. All of Miami's offense, even with all the guards, they love the drive. Louisville's defense has not been very good at all this year. And Miami's actually found some depth with the injuries. Like they have a couple of nice pieces on the bench that are starting to get some minutes. And it's like, okay, I can see the promise in Miami. Like Mac's going to hate on them always. Mac just hates the Canes, but the kid off the bench, Kaishan George, he was a freshman. He's a freshman and against Clemson went fucking off. Like they've gotten some minutes that they desperately needed. They're coming off the loss to Wake Forest after that Clemson win that was very predictable. This is a fucking smash spot. I'm all over the Canes.
I'll take Miami, but I'm not betting this fucking thing. You're betting this. I'll play your music.
Favorite bet of the
Is
day.
this a battle? Is this a battle? Wait.
Yeah, Mac hates the Canes. Like, this is too personal. This is too personal for Mac. It's too personal.
Oh, man. They're better this year than they were last year.
No, they're not.
I'll battle you. Let's go, Louisville. Let's go.
Miami's 47th on Ken
This
Palm.
is going to be the center of the night where it's a close game and Miami pulls away late. Miami wins by 12. Let's go. Give me Louisville. Give me fucking Louisville. This fucking Miami shit out of here.
We got a lock battle between Bieniek
blowing Miami,
the Hurricanes of Miami, and Moneyline Mac riding with them, the Louisville Cardinals.
Their first road game, like in the second stint of ACC play that started up, Louisville just happened to lose by 24 at Virginia. That I don't think is very good this year.
Bad matchup. Bad matchup.
What do you think the Miami game is? They're just
they took the Final Four team to a
elite
7-point game last
athleticism,
year.
talent dripping all over the roster for Miami. Get out of here.
Kenny Payne going to be down there. He's ready to go.
Clemson is laying 1.5 in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech.
This is an intriguing game.
Look, I wanted to take Clemson, but I'm surprised by this line.
I like Clemson. They've lost two in a row.
Why is this 1.5? Just because it's Blacksburg?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Clemson's taken on the chin a little bit here recently.
Let's take Clemson. They're a fucking much more experienced team.
I don't think they're going to lose 3 in a row. Yeah, let's go.
As far as I know, too, Padula is fine. As far as I know. Let's lock up the Wheat Tigers, even the Clemson Tigers. Charleston Southern's catching 12.5 at Gardner-Webb. I can be talked into locking up Charleston Southern plus 12.5. I know that's ridiculous, but
nah. If anything, I lean to Webb. I feel like Webb is better than the record. They're
Webb
5
is
and
better
12.
than their record, but I just feel like who are they? I mean, to be laying double digits. I don't know if they're there yet. Give me the points in the Buccaneers.
I'm on Webb.
I need the Florida Gulf Coast Queens line if I can. Chat, hook me up.
3 hours ago, this was Queens -1
lock.
Cocktail Napkins got Queens -6.
I'm staying away. Fuck Florida Gulf Coast. They've ruined my whole
Florida
fucking
Gulf
year.
Coast is very inconsistent. Like that's the one reason why I'm holding back. I think.
Oh, I'm locking Queens. Queens hasn't played at home since App State. They've been playing better. Give me Queens. Lock it up.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Queens, the Royals.
And Gulf Coast, you can't trust them.
Yeah, you're actually you should thank me for not locking it.
That App State game was December 13th. That was their last home game. First home game in like a month. They beat Gardner-Webb at home this year. They beat High Point at home. Lock Queens.
Double lock for Queens.
There we go.
There you go.
Yep.
You guys should both send me, I don't know, 10% of your earnings for me not taking Queens, because Florida Gulf Coast would win if I bet Queens. And if I bet Florida Gulf Coast, Queens will win by 70. So you're lucky I'm not betting this game. So we were talking Ray Finkel earlier. He is in the movie Ace Ventura. They quote him as being a Stetson grad. Stetson is catching 2.5 at Kennesaw. I kind of like Kennesaw here. Both teams about the same record, 10-5, 10-6. The Owls just barely got by Queens the other night, but I just think they're a little bit better of a program. I know they had the coaching change, but they kept some guys. I'm gonna lay the 2.5 with the Owls. What are you doing here?
I'll lay the 2.5 with the Owls as well.
American is heading up to Boston. Your Terriers are laying 1.5. A little stinky because I think American's a lot better. Give me American plus 1.5. What are you doing here?
Give me Boston. Let's go. I like Boston.
Do we have the Georgia Southern Marshall line? Georgia Southern Marshall.
This one was minus 11.5 for Marshall a couple hours ago.
I think we should take Marshall. I don't know. I just feel like in Huntington they're a fucking force.
They are.
D'Antoni, they shoot like we should probably bet Marshall.
Marshall minus 11.
11.
I don't know. I'm going to stay away from that one, but I'll take Marshall. I like Georgia Southern too, though. It's my other team.
It was a 1-point win for Marshall a year ago, but that was
new
in Statesboro,
coach.
I think. Yeah,
new coach.
Marshall's fringe for me. I might bet that by tomorrow. I see Hunter York talking about it. System play. Marshall at home is fire. I think it's the right side. Western Kentucky's getting 1.5 at Sam Houston State. Tops are a better team. They're going to go in there and win. Tops plus 110. Let's ride.
Do you fear the spot?
I know they've won 8 straight, and it's a dangerous road spot. I just think they're way more talented.
I'm battling you here. I got to fade the spot here. Give me Sam Houston. Lock it up. Give me the Bearcats.
Well, I don't got a brain man cold,
but they're counting down 7-6-5.
I'm betting the Tops until I lose. Just so you know.
I like the Sam Houston team.
We got a battle. Dundee rolling with the Tops. Moneyline Mac rolling with the Bearcats at the Bear Claw. Illinois State's catching 6.5 at Belmont. This game was hard for me.
I kind of like a lock here.
Really? Because I thought it was very easy to think Belmont.
And which I like the other way.
Okay.
It was a national TV game against Drake. They played their asses off, won by 25. Way too many points to lay with Belmont. I think this game comes down the wire. I think Illinois State's better than their record.
They are, but I feel like this is a tough home environment. I will take Illinois State plus the points. I'm not betting this. You're betting this?
I'm going to bet it. Yeah. They're going to keep it close. 1 possession game. I think they have a chance to win. Give me Illinois State. Lock it up.
Moneyline Mac locking up Illinois State plus 6.5. All right, folks. I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN. You get 50% off your first month today. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right. Southern Illinois. Just heading into Valpo. Take on those Crusaders. The Salukis are laying 9.5. That's just a little too much for me. Give me Valpo plus the 9.5, despite their filthy decisions they've made recently.
Yeah, fringe lock. I may lock Valpo on the picks page.
Evansville.
I think they keep this close. I mean, they're 0-4 in league. I think back home against Southern Illinois, I like it.
I like it too. Evansville, the Purple Aces are catching 13.5 at Bradley. Give me the points. Bradley wins by 10. I know Bradley's fire at home. Evansville can cover it. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it with Bradley. I never fade Bradley at home. I mean, I think they're baiting you to take Evansville.
This might be the best game of the night. Indiana State's at Drake.
Woo!
Give me Indiana State plus 1.5. This is not a lock because I think this is anyone's game. I think Indiana State's a better basketball team. And I think they've kind of made my point all year. They win. I can't wait to watch this game. What are you doing here?
Listen, I love Indiana State. I was on the wrong side with UNI, but Drake is coming off a 20-point beatdown to Belmont. They're coming back home. back-to-back road spot for Indiana State. I'm locking Drake here. Drake's going to win the game.
I disagree. But Moneyline Mag locking it up. This was a 2-point game the last year when they played. I believe that was at Drake.
Drake wins by 5.
Yeah. UTSA is catching 19.5 at Memphis. Give me the points, I guess. Memphis like sometimes calls off the dogs against these shitty teams.
Yeah. I'll lay it. They Memphis look like shit lately.
Yeah. UIC is catching 7.5 at Northern Iowa. I'm gonna lay the 7.5 at Northern Iowa. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take Northern Iowa off the loss.
Murray State is catching 4.5 at I'm sorry. Murray State is catching 4.5 at Missouri State. I might have missaid that. I don't even know, but the Racers are hot right now. I do think it comes crashing down here. Missouri State minus 4.5.
Yeah, I'll take Missouri State.
I thought about locking that, but it's tough when Murray State has been that hot lately.
Finally, at a Christmas after they let us down so many times. I like Missouri State here.
North Carolina is laying 3.5 at this filthy place called the PNC Arena against NC State. I'll take North Carolina.
First place on the line, 3-0 teams.
This is not a lock. The line smells to me, but I will take North Carolina against these pieces of shit. Both are pieces of shit, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You and your brother can both agree on that. I really don't have a bet here. I probably would lean to NC State. I don't know though. I don't know how these two teams are going to match up. I'm not going to lie. NC State.
I'm tempted to bet Carolina. Look, if you would have told me the spread was UNC minus 5.5, 6, I would have bet North Carolina.
Yeah.
It reeks of 3.5. It fucking reeks.
But then NC State's also off the big Virginia win. That's the other thing. Like,
yeah, and they're not a good basketball team, so they have that also.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have a few whiskeys before this game tips, I might bet Carolina. I'll put it like that.
Out of hatred, yeah.
Yeah. Louisiana is catching 2.5 at Troy. Give me the Raging Cajuns on the road. What are you doing there?
I like that too. Yep, Raging Cajuns for me as well.
The Badgers are heading to Columbus, Ohio to take. Did my internet just fuck up?
You're back now, but you missed about the last 7 seconds.
I said I was taking the Raging Cajuns, and now I said Wisconsin's heading into Columbus. Ohio State's laying 1.5.
We know what to do here.
Buckeyes, right?
OHIO, baby. Lock it up. Home team. Big Ten.
Gotta be.
Bounce back.
I'm with you.
Wisconsin sucks on the road.
Yeah. They're just due. They're just due.
Yeah.
Ohio State minus 1.5. UConn is laying 4.5. Oh man. Oh man. In the Cintas Center. This was a 3-point game a year. What, last time they played?
Xavier beat them there
by 3. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, by 3. Yeah. Obviously, Donovan Klingen's out, but so is all those players for Xavier. But I still have to take the Musketeers. What are you doing here?
Lock Xavier. UConn got lucky as hell against Butler with that cover. Xavier should have won at Villanova. Xavier's really fucking good at home. They beat him last year with the national championship team. Give me Xavier. I think they win the game outright.
Gosh. If they just had their guys, I would feel great about this play.
I'll lock it up with Mac.
Yeah.
Cocktail Napkin likes to set plus 1.5. It's the Cintas Center. They're going to play well here. They're going to give them their best shot. Like you
remember, they beat Cincinnati there. They beat teams at home. That's what they do with these big, freaking lit environments. Let's go.
They beat Seton Hall at home. It looks like Seton Hall's unbeatable.
Triple lock. Let's go. Let's go, Musketeers.
First triple lock of the show, eh?
First one of the show.
All right. I haven't. I've been slacking so far. We're gonna send this one over to Cameron. Plus he was on vacation, so we're gonna send this one over to Cameron Kerr. We're gonna get a graphic made. We might even have a couple other triple locks to finish the show, but tally starts now for the triple locks.
That's not me blasting Noah. That's the sound of the Musketeers blasting off tomorrow night at the fucking Cintas Center. Oklahoma is catching 4.5 at TCU.
This is a lock.
On whose side?
TCU's about to drill them.
I'm going to take Oklahoma plus 4.5.
Oh, I love TCU here. I think TCU's more athletic than them. And Oklahoma, they bother Oklahoma every time they play them.
Moneyline Mag, lock it up. The TCU Horned Frogs. I think it's a letdown spot after playing in the fog. I will take Oklahoma plus 4.5. Sprinkle that money line. Might be a battle on the picks page.
I'm with Colby here. I'm taking Oklahoma plus 4.5. I think the wrong team's favored.
Should we lock this?
Let's lock this. For sure.
Battle
off the Kansas game. I think TCU's fool's gold this season. They get up for Kansas. This is the letdown spot.
Oklahoma's
Sooners
fool's
right
gold.
here.
We got a lock battle. Bieniek, Dundee, Boomer Sooner, Mac saying Hypno Toads or whatever the fuck, Hypno Frogs, whatever the fuck. What was it? Hypno Toads?
Frogs, baby.
Butler is catching 11.5 at Marquette. I'm so tempted. I'm so fucking tempted, but I've gotten drilled taking the road team in that fucking building. Give me Butler plus 11.5. I'm not locking it, but I can be talked into betting it.
I mean, I think Butler's way better than the record, like you said. This is a tough spot, though. Like,
yeah, off the loss.
They're off a loss. Marquette. I mean, Butler's freaking 1-3. Better be 1-4. I'll just take the points. We're gonna hammer them against Seton Hall back at home, though, on next Saturday.
Is Marquette looking ahead to Villanova?
Nah, Villanova's not that good.
Yeah,
man.
Jay Wright's gone, buddy.
I don't know. Just it was a valid question.
Boston College is catching 3.5 at Syracuse.
What a random game.
I can't believe I'm actually excited to watch this game somewhat. I just think Syracuse moving on from Boeheim. I'm intrigued, but to see their development, and BC's been a bit of a surprise this year. Give me the Qs minus 3.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I think the Qs are good at home. I'm just glad they beat Pitt. That was a great win last Saturday.
Arkansas is catching 2.5 at Georgia. This is one we should think about. I thought long and hard about betting Arkansas here.
We have to. Georgia's off a road win.
Beat down too. The way they got beat down. Let's go.
You know the Must Bus is going to have them ready to go.
Let's go. Arkansas money line play. Let's ride.
Late window. Let's go.
The Gators are laying 2.5 at Ole Miss. No. Give me Ole Miss plus 2.5. Get this Todd Golden bullshit out of here. Is that guy old enough to drink? He looks like a fucking fourth grader. What are you doing here?
Lock. Gators. Gators are better. They're telling you the Gators are better. They're off the loss. They should have beat Kentucky. Ole Miss is fool's gold. Give me the Gators all day.
Nah. Making mistakes left and right this episode, buddy.
Gators all day, baby.
I did take what? I did. Michael Huffer says Colby thought the same thing. I took the points. I didn't lock it. Like, I understand I got the pick wrong, but it's not like I had ridiculous conviction on the side of Ole Miss. Not even here either, because Ole Miss beat Detroit by 1 point. But I still think Chris Beard, strong coaching edge. Florida can never be trusted until.
It is funny that Detroit should have beat Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody kills us for our Detroit picks. We were on them that night. They should have fucking won.
Washington State's catching 6.5 in Los Angeles for the final time. It's fucking terrible for the sport. I could buy into the Cougs and the points here.
Yeah, I like the Cougs. I'm with you.
Yeah, let's go. Colorado's laying 3.5 in Berkeley.
They gave that fucking game away against Arizona State.
I mean, they got to win this, right?
I think so.
They got to win this.
I think, yeah. I mean,
they got to win this. Didn't they lose in Cal last year? I think they lost at Berkeley last year. I'm riding it though. I'm fucking riding it. Let's go.
Just watch him go down to Buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy on a Buffalo.
And the reason is also Cal just won at UCLA. That's a big time. That's actually a rivalry.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit of a letdown spot for the Golden Bears. You locking that?
I'm gonna stay away. I'm just gonna take Colorado. I hope they win. They've pissed me off.
Afraid of the late night spot.
Yeah, I always get killed.
Yeah.
Fringe lock. I'll probably lock it by the end.
All right, folks, that is our show. Those are all the games. Top play of the day. That's a great question.
There's a lot of good ones.
That is a great fucking question.
Louisville. Just kidding.
No, that I would be. I mean, if that was your top play, I'd be like, man. So let's have a meeting. I mean, I like that Arkansas play against Georgia. I know that's a road team. Traditionally, I like your strongest bet to be a home team, but sometimes that's just not the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, I like a lot of road teams. I like my top plays off the top of my head right now would be Arkansas. I think Clemson is going to win in Blacksburg. I also think LaSalle is going to cover 9.5 at UMass. Actually, you know what it is? It's Liberty. Let's go Liberty.
Yeah,
minus 10.5.
I like Liberty too. Yeah,
that's the one. That's the fucking one. That's the golden ticket. What's up, Bieniek? What's your top play?
Miami. I already took my hand earlier in the show. Oof. It's a perfect spot for them. They're off the Wake Forest loss, and they're getting a terrible defense. I don't care if there's a couple of guys questionable for this game for Miami. Even the backups are going to want to put up 95 on Louisville. I mean, they put up 95 on Clemson. So how hard can it be? Cardinals defense is rough. This is a very talented up and down roster for the Canes at home off the loss. Give me Hurricanes.
Mac, you sticking with Liberty?
I'm going to go Ohio State. I like Ohio State at home against Wisconsin. Wisconsin's played 4 straight home games since that Arizona loss. I also really like Hail State. I like them against Tennessee. I think they win the game outright.
It's a lot of locks, folks.
Xavier too. Let's go.
Shout out to Mac for giving out Ohio State as his best bet against his Big Ten conference winning.
They're 3-0. They're due for a loss. Let's do.
Just shout out to Mac.
There you go. OHIO, baby.
Folks, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Mac is on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Appreciate you rocking. Follow away. Also, YouTube.com/The College Experience. Subscribe. Look, I see the fucking numbers. Can't lie to me, you bastards. What we get? Like the fucking video this morning got like 3,000 fucking views. I see the numbers. Subscribe. Help us out, man. I mean, what are you doing with your life? All right. What are you doing? Help us out.
For what it's worth, on National Championship Monday, we crossed 7K subscribers. So
there you go.
Shout out to you guys. Let's get to 10K. Come on.
And just subscribe. I mean, what do you got? What do you got going on? Is your fucking YouTube page sacred? No. Just hit the subscribe button. That's not going to fucking bother you one bit. It's one little click. Helps us out. And then we can get more sponsors. Make more money. You know what I mean? Be more ridiculous. I've always wanted to have a backyard where I could shoot a machine gun up in the air. All right? Give me that opportunity. Give me that fucking opportunity. All right? Folks, what else do we got? Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out the College Football Experience. We're going to be talking. SEC the schedule release that happened a couple weeks back. We're gonna do a deep dive on that, and college baseball experience is coming soon. Noah Bieniek, he's already hitting dingers behind the scenes. See what I did there, Bieniek? And folks, appreciate you rocking throughout the years and this year every night and all that good shit. A lot of familiar names. We appreciate that. Until tomorrow night, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
It's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you never hit me can back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause he caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Sing it. Last time you got the hot shit that I made, I was not the hot shit. Why? Going through them transitions, wham this in, damn listen. I can make the biggest chain glisten and wouldn't have shit to do with shit but some chips in. I don't get down like that. I'm the super rap mammal with the crown of fact. I'm so sore thumb, sticking out like some stick gum. Out the back with the beat smack. It's dumb, dumb hot, crazy sun hot. More often than not, and not monotonous. And got the hiss in the whole shit's bottomless. Bottoms up, cause I'ma just beat them damn guts to submission. It's in the job description, that's what I was missing. Yeah.